Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm here.
Brother Rodney, you there, my brother? Our brother, really. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm driving. I can hear you.
Oh, my bad. Dang, I didn't know you were driving.
Okay. Lot. Why was Lot determined or want to stay in Sodom and Gomorrah?
Why would he want to stay there?
Why would he want to stay there if it was virtually no righteous people there in the city?
Interesting. Shoot.
I mean,
If he comes from the same, lineage as Abraham, and Abraham virtually, taught him, raised him, taught him,
Where does it say he wanted to stay?
Well,
did he know they was unrighteous?
Huh?
Did he know they was unrighteous at the time?
Well, he was living in the most wickedest city at the time.
Oh, you talking about once he got there, just get up and leave?
I got it in the office.
Right, because he split from Abraham.
Right.
But it was because of, they didn't have enough land.
No, I was saying, did he know that they was wicked before he went?
Oh, well, yeah. Even when he was there, he knew they was wicked. I mean, it was everything going on. Bestiality, pedophilia.
Oh, okay.
Child molesting, raping, homosexuality, everything. So that's the question. Why would he want to stay there, knowing how wicked it was? Because I'm pretty sure, leading up to that, he was faced day in and day out with the wickedness.
Right.
No, I was saying, like, was it a scripture that says that he knew that before he got in there? Like,
well, y'all remember the one incident, right?
Oh, yeah, that could have drew him out by itself. Them knocking on his door, knocking down his door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew it was wicked. I mean, regardless if he knew, before he went or not. But I'm on the fence that he knew that it was wicked. Because everybody knows, a place that is not cool before you move into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has a we call what? Reputation.
Maybe the land was that beautiful that he just didn't care about who he stayed next to.
So that's the question.
Or maybe
I just don't.
I don't know. Perhaps though, he took it away from Abraham. Because I don't know. I kind of think that there's a possibility that he still held someone against him because of the death of his father.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's say separate to get away separate from Abraham.
To what now?
Huh?
Wait, say that last part again.
I said so he could be separate from Abraham, from his uncle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, I'm starting to think that's possible that he used him so that he could go establish his own thing.
I mean, out of all the lands, though, he chose Sodom and Gomorrah, though.
Yeah. I mean, thing is, though, I get it with the evil and everything, but I mean, thing is, you know what? We stay in places that is more wicked folk than it is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Even here in the United States, I mean,
Like we move near the white people, they want to hang us up.
Oh shoot, not just that,
Not
but
just
shoot,
that.
man, all the Negroes we stay around is evil too. Out there,
Right.
man, you can walk past somebody coming out of your you know, apartment complex that they're smoking, smoking some weed walking down the street.
Right.
So I mean, evil is like it's just rampant. It's every place.
Yeah, I was also thinking scripturally too, like remember when Joshua said that it would be tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been like a spiritual picture that even Lot stayed among them, and he dealt with it, or he stayed among them, showing that it was tolerable, but yet it's still something that's gonna be dealt with at the end. You know what I mean? But
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but then you know who his two sons were.
Yeah.
Who Lot?
Yeah.
Lot's two sons. That's a good question. I forgot.
They were in the sermon tonight.
Yeah, Moab and Ammon.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Moab. Yep.
Moab and Ammon. Yep.
Yep.
So and see, that's what I'm leading to. If you look at their whole family, they were wicked.
Yeah, big time.
Children of incest.
So that's why I put it out there, because they fit right in with everybody else.
Right.
Because they was back swimming or back struggling in sin.
Yeah.
Remember, his own daughters was complicit in having sex with him just to have babies, because there was no men around.
Or was it men around?
Well, it wasn't the type of men that they wanted. I'll put it that way. Mm-hmm. So they were steeped in wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I was like, wait a minute, why would a righteous man want to live in Sodom and Gomorrah? Because I went out today and I went to Dunkin' Donuts and got me a coffee, and I was met with a cashier.
Mm-hmm.
Weave down to his back, the eyelashes, everything about in the face was trying to imitate a woman, but when you turn around, it was a man, straight man.
Wow.
A Negro.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, my goodness, it you know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point that I don't know how much more I can take this.
So when you was at that donut shop, was you looking at the donut with the hole in it, thinking about, man,
I was,
like a booty hole? Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't thinking about no donuts. I wasn't looking for nothing sweet for sure at that point.
Right,
You said, let me get him out of here.
Yeah.
Throw the donut away.
Especially the glazed donut. Don't try me, Yakub. Don't do that.
So don't even try it now.
Right.
Yeah, but like we were talking last night, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much more I could take of America. I mean, I'm just being truthful and honest with you.
Where would you move if you go to Africa? Cause
probably Kenya.
Okay.
Somewhere high elevation.
Yeah, cause I was looking at, cause like once you buy land out there, it's yours. You ain't got no mortgage like here. You ain't, you know what I'm saying, like paying taxes.
See, a lot of that land is passed on down from their family.
Yup.
So you have to lease, that land. In some countries,
oh, okay.
You have to lease that land, because it's gonna still remain in the family, or you just leasing it out for like 50 years or 20 years or whatever.
Oh, okay, that's how that works. Hey,
Yeah.
I think that's a goal.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I've even had a brother to invite me to South Africa, you know, because they don't play that down there, you know, and I like I was telling my mom today, I just need a place to go and just to exhale for like 6 months out the year.
I feel you.
At least. You know what I'm saying? Because you seeing all this debauchery and this wickedness day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be totally, even though I'm on the spiritual rant, I don't want to be around it all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked the question, you know, what would make somebody stay in a city they know that is full of just evil and wickedness? You know what I'm saying? Because we want to move out of a hood, that is too ghetto and shooting and prostitution. You know what I'm saying? Walking up and down the street. We want to move up out of that.
Right.
We would want somewhere we can raise our children in a safe area, right?
Yep.
So what would make him want to stay there or just remain there, knowing that these men didn't even want his daughters, but they wanted the angels? Right. How wicked they were. So, I'm like, man, I just do that comparison. I'm like, I think that at some point, because we were talking about this, but at some point, you know what I'm saying, rather, I say after we get our reparation, because it's coming. I'm speaking that into existence. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have options to go places. Now, the people who want to stay here, I believe that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to catch. You know what I'm saying? Holy hell. Now, I'm not saying that the whole world is not going to be affected, because it is, because there's going to be a Babylonian system all over the world. You ain't going to be able to escape it. But at least I'm not seeing homosexuals and, transgenders walking down the street, in those African countries. They don't play that. You know what I'm saying? And definitely in the Caribbean, they will beat you to death if you got a dress on and we walking down the street trying to act like a woman. They don't play that. They call them baddie boy.
I wonder how those reparations going to play out when it comes to this Bitcoin system or the money change system, however they changing it. I guess wherever it goes, it's really the land and stuff. The land and, more so than money, right?
Me and Tiffany was talking about that last night. We was talking about it last night when you with your king in your car last night. I think we definitely going to get it, because they already know that at this point they're just printing money up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it is going to be an economic crash. Collapse is coming.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and give, this money to the Negroes down to shut them up? You know what I'm saying? Rather it's $200,000 or $400,000, at least they, we'll make them feel like they getting, a clean slate. But guess what? A lot of Negroes gonna just take it and just give it right back to the government anyway. So they really won't be missing out on anything.
Right.
Because a lot of Negroes is steeped into this Babylonian system anyway.
Yep.
The first, like Dr. Neely Fuller said, he said that would be the worst thing to do, is just to cut the check to black people, because they'll be driving, like Tiffany said, Lamborghinis and Bugattis the next day. And buying mansions, 18-room mansions, you know what I'm saying, and going to the strip club and making it, rain with bags full of money. So that's the worst thing you can do. Now, if you really want to make a change, give us free college education, give us free bank interest loans, give us free land, give us, all those things that you're giving the Native Americans and these other groups.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You still saying, give us our own casinos. if you want to make institutional change, because you give a fool with money, just money, you know what I'm saying? You know what the word says. Money shall soon depart.
Right.
So it's still not fixing the problem. The problem is institutionalized. It's in the system. So, yeah, I just think that we have to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that if we're going to get those things, that it has to be more than just cutting a check. Because a lot of us are ill-educated on money and finances.
Budget.
You know,
yep.
a lot of us need finance counselors. You know, financial counselors to help us invest monies the right way, so we won't lose it next month. Yeah, 2 weeks. No, I give it a week.
Yeah,
8 week, right?
It was a Hebrew brother that was speaking on Facebook, and I kind of commented on what he was saying, how instead of paying for school, which is putting us in debt, everybody should get a library card and meet up at the library and each one teach one. You know, and I said, I'm down with that. You know, whatever you want to learn, whatever you know what I'm saying, everybody end up at the library together in the community, basically, and
right.
There's power in that, you know.
But see, everybody don't want to go to college. Everybody don't want to go to college.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
so make the trade schools or nursing school or whatever you want to, you know, mechanical school, make that free. Free tuition for every African American or black person, Native American, whatever you want to call us. Hebrew is like.
My bad. Go ahead, Lamar.
Go ahead. I was done.
No, that's true. Look. Everything has already actually been subsidized as it is already. So any money that you pay into that system, all you're doing is paying them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, everything is really actually just pennies on the dollar. But they ain't going to tell you that, you know, and, you know, have you, like, well, shoot, if that's the case, then I'm going to go do something that's going to get me paid, you know, buku mullah, and never mind them, because, you know, they'll just, well, you know, shoot, they want you to spend your money with it. Well, your fiat money with them. So it's, you know, they just wind up being a thing. Well, thing is, you know, that's why. See, that's part of the reason why I want these buildings and stuff. And, you know, honestly, if we can find a couple of folk that are electricians to help us keep lights and everything on, so the stuff don't go bad, then, you know, and then, you know, hire all our teachers, and, you know, have our teachers just, you know, just really do their thing.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's where it's going to start. I mean, we got to keep, because and this is another factor we have to look at. I think we kind of touched on it already, though. When we do get this money, we're not going to be able to stay here.
Right.
That's a no-go.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're going to try to, oh, you owe this much taxes. No, I don't.
Right. And nevertheless, you're going to have people looking to rob a lot of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of, you know, these white supremacists trying to kill just out of animosity, just like they did, like their forefathers, Tulsa Wall Street.
Yeah.
The Elaine massacre St. Louis.
Maine.
I mean, all of what's it called? North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina, Master.
Wilmington, yep.
So, it's already in history, and history repeats itself.
So y'all touched on something exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not investing in this system. I don't want to stay here. Cut the check and I'm out. That's it. Y'all, look, no, all that other stuff sounds great, and I'm not knocking anybody. You cut Rodney the check, I am out of here like last year. Straight up.
Social Security number.
I'm not sticking around to see what they're going to do. I'll watch it on the news.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing about it. I think that they need to give us, I'm not saying that they shouldn't give us money. I'm saying they should give us money plus those things, those other things too.
Yeah.
To try to, reparations means to what? Repair.
Yeah.
What is damaged.
Yeah.
Or what is broken.
Exactly.
So,
I've heard that conversation, in which I'm saying makes sense. It's no knock against it.
Yeah.
When I look at it, I'm like, when I think of just personally, when they talk about reparations, I'm like, let's see, what are the reparations for? Let's see, you drug us over here, but even if we weren't drug over here, someone was already here, but you put our ancestors in chattel bondage, and you made money off them. You had them working in the fields. You took out insurance policies. You traded them on the stock market. You had you had schools making money off us, selling us to finance the institutions. You owe money. That's what you should. I heard Umar Johnson. He was talking about, well, people need mental health assessment, all this. Man, get out of here. Yeah, okay, I get where you at with all of that, but the bottom line is that money was made, money should be paid. Yep. I do agree with those other things. Everybody doesn't want to do the same thing. And yeah, other things should be put in place.
Right. Right.
And I'm in total agreement with that. Rodney has passport. Rodney will be up out of here.
But see, and I think, Rodney, that's what a lot of the apprehension is without the dominant society actually saying it. They know if we get money, a lot of us are going to leave.
We're sick of white supremacy. We're sick of the stuff that's been going on here. We live under terror constantly. Who in their right mind would want to stay in a situation like this? Some people will. They like Stephen, but I'm out of here.
Right. Yeah, and look, they know Negroes ain't going to work for the next year. If we get $400,000, come on down. If you get a Negro $100, that Negro says, "Shoot, I'm taking off of work." So just imagine $400,000. So what they would have to do. All these Mexicans and immigrants that they're bringing in, they would have to go to work. All these poor trailer trash white folks that are not working, they would have to get off their butt and go to work just to sustain the country. So, I see that a lot of their apprehension is they know the blowback from this. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna have them, those group of black folks that want to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Because they been so, Americanized or Western Europeanized. But a lot of us are going to say, man, look here. We're tired of this system. We're tired of America. We're definitely not going to move to Europe. So the only place we can really look at that look like us is the continent of Africa. You know what I'm saying? But the next point, there has to be an African country willing to open up their borders for free citizenship for the African or black people diaspora. They have to open up their borders for a pathway for free citizenship. If that first country, whoever it is, does that, that country is going to be immensely blessed overnight. Because a lot of these African countries make it hard and difficult. They really don't want us, but they do want our money.
Like the way Ghana did the whole thing about the year of return.
Yeah.
Come visit, but they weren't. They weren't just. People did get some citizenships, but for the most part, it wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
You were saying come home. That's what you were saying.
Right.
But you're not exactly making it easy.
Right.
So so I thought that was funny. Now Sierra Leone, if you can trace your DNA or your heritage back there, they'll give you citizenship. They'll do that. But yeah, man, what you were saying, a lot of countries don't want you. And honestly, for what's going on in some of those countries, you shouldn't want to be there.
Right. Right. That's why I say we have to really make sure we pick a certain country that is welcoming. But like I said, though, when we get them reparations, that's going to open up a lot of people's, you know what I'm saying, welcome mats. You know what I'm saying? Because money talk.
Already got a plan. Next year, starting doing some visits. Already got it on the plate to have it something to go visit. Start visiting the continent next year because that's a long-term goal anyway, man.
Where's your first stop?
More than likely, it's probably gonna be South Africa. We'll check that out. Few reasons. No.
Now, why South Africa?
Well, I know some people there. Heard some things. I've never been there, but
right.
What I'm hearing is pretty positive. Of course, you still got those Boers there. I don't.
Right.
That's the one mistake Nelson Mandela made.
Right.
Should have kicked him out.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I remember I was looking at them like, well, why did he quit to go back home? Oh, it's because the Netherlands don't want him.
Wait a minute,
the Netherlands are like, oh, yeah, the Netherlands don't want those Boers back there. They said, no, we don't want them.
Oh, really?
They were saying that, yeah, a lot of them were kicked out of there because they were degenerates and everything else. They just wanted to go for society. Kind of like the white people. Went to Australia.
Right. The prisoners.
Right. So they were just unloading them. They just sent them there. So that's how that's part of how they got there. And I like people like Louima, who's like, no, these folks, he just called them the devil for what they are, and he really pushing to get them out of having so much influence because they're
right.
People in the country, but they control all the land and stuff. That's crazy.
Right. That's my boy Julius Malema. But see,
man, I love hearing them talk. I'm like, dang, this dude.
Yeah. See, and the EFF party, they've been trying to get the majority in the parliament.
Yep.
But what is the other party? ANC.
The ANC.
The ANC is so ingrained with the coonism.
Yep.
With Nelson Mandela and his comrades, you know what I'm saying, taking bribes from the white power structure that they still control the parliament. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's difficult. Just like we got the CBC.
Yeah.
Congrats,
oh man, them old jokers. Yeah, they need to go. I mean, it's funny how they take for everybody else, but the people they're supposed to be representing.
Right.
I mean, they're ashamed. They're embarrassing. They're the reason old people need to retire. They're an example of why you need to retire.
Right.
They just sitting up there just doing nothing. Dang, what was I about to say? About South Africa's president? They found, which wasn't a shock. They found out that he was corrupt. They started investigating him. They went to his farm. They found out he had millions of dollars hidden in the couches. He had been embezzling. Yeah, dude, pretty dirty.
Yeah, Ramaphosa,
is that his name?
Ramaphosa, yeah. But remember, they said he was corrupt before he even won. They was reporting that they was hoping that he wouldn't get in because he has a history of being corrupt.
He's corrupt. And he was just here a month ago shining and smiling, looking for photo ops with Jim Crow Joe and hanging out with Kamala, and he was selling his people out, shutting down an entire industry that would just damage dozens of communities over there that run off the coal mining industry. Came over and cut a deal with Jim Crow, and this is what's going to happen. Yeah, okay.
That's why I said, and I mentioned this before, that the average age of Africans is 17 to 35.
Right.
So there's a new day coming, and they know that. That's why China and Russia and America is trying to gain influence in Africa, because they know that they're going to have to really show and prove that they're willing to work with Africans, that they have their best benefit. But none of them have their best benefit. You know what I'm saying? Only Africans have their best benefit for themselves. So they're investing billions and billions and billions of dollars in Africa. And it's almost like, whoever is going to come in first, is going to get the benefits. But, they know that these young folks are not going for that old coon, Nelson Mandela, old oligarch of people, trying to, make the white power structure, colonialism structure happy, but yet trying to play like they're for the people. No, that ain't gonna work no more. And I was doing research on Idi Amin. Man, Idi Amin should be a hero to a lot of Africans. Just like Omar Gaddafi. Just like Patrice Lumumba.
Yes.
They should be heroes, because these were the only ones who's willing to step up to the Jewish, Zionists, and to the white colonists. Everybody who stood up against them has been what? Villainized. Even Hollywood has depicted them as, drug addicts, and, Forrest Whitaker, I could kick him in his ass. Praying, as a drugged out, fueled, crazy man. You know what I'm saying? When this man, he was making white people bow to him when they came to Uganda. Come on, man. He had them in check, but because he was going up against them, they had to get him up out of there.
Nigeria is going through a money change, as well as our government. So it's like this guy hovering his money. It's like, is it gonna be any good? Unless he do something with it on time with it, I don't give.
Right. Me and my have y'all heard of paperbacks or greenbacks?
Yeah, a long time ago they had that going here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
About it.
He was saying that it'd be good to invest in that, but I think like gold is like silver. No, gold is at $1,800 an ounce.
Gold
now, and silver is like $1,200 an ounce, or it might be a little lower than that. But I'm getting ready to invest in silver and gold, because you could never go wrong with silver and gold and land. So I don't know about the greenbacks, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too for sure with that, but that silver and gold, I'm getting ready to invest in that for real.
Yeah, I've been talking
the
about
how much? You look it up?
As far as the greenback, or are you talking about gold?
Gold.
But they got different type of gold, like.
Yeah, the coin's going to be a little bit higher than the bar. because they're a little bit more difficult to make.
Okay.
So it depends on what you hit.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some for like 1,000 or something, 2,000 or something.
Yeah, I wish I would have invested in gold, in some gold ropes. Remember them gold wrappers and Run DMC chains?
Yeah.
The Eric B and Rakim chain? Yeah. That'd be worth some money right now.
Flavor Flav has some.
No, he traded them all in for the white girls.
Ah.
Yeah, support them white girls, them snow bunnies. But yeah, we need to invest in silver and gold because that they said the silver is going to go even higher. You know what I'm saying? As the economy goes down. So this would be the best time to go ahead and buy.
Walmart is selling like they got something called 2.5 gram Swiss and got tribute gold, Swiss gold. Not worth much. I don't know. It's like $19.95 at Walmart for like
gold,
Swiss gold, whatever that is, American coin treasures.
Yeah, is that bars? Is that bars?
Those the yeah, they basically like bars.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely gotta do something, man. Because the economists are saying that the economy gonna start slowing down to recession by February. So it's supposed to be slowing down to the point where it's gonna be the toilet.
There we go. I'm looking at it, but
so probably by the summer. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep, for 1995.
1995, basically 2000.
No, $19.95 at Walmart.
You said what?
$19.95.
Oh, that's fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fake. No, gold bars is like for an ounce, it's like $1,800. Or for is it ounce or gram? No, it might be for gram. Let me look it up. Because I know that gold is almost $1,800, almost $2,000. Let me see.
What is going on?